Canada were seconds away from winning third place at the 2024 Copa America, but late in the match, Luis Suarez found the equalizer, sending it to penalties where Uruguay won. Unfortunately for Canada, it's a bitter end to this tournament, but there's so much to be proud about. And today I'm coming at you guys with my 5 takeaways from that match, so hopefully you guys are excited, and if you are, let's get into it now. For takeaway number 1, it is the only negative takeaway I'm going to have in today's video, and it's the fact that we can't finish out matches and take our chances. In the 6 matches we've played at Copa America, we won 1 match, we drew 3, and we lost 2. The one draw was against Chile in the group stage, the other one was against Venezuela where we won on penalties, and then this draw was against Uruguay where we lost on penalties. But when we look at the Venezuela and the Uruguay match, we had chances to close out the game, point blank opportunities where you bet on our players to put it away, and we didn't take them. An equalizer came. Yes, we got through on penalties against Venezuela, but that game should have been a win. And this match, we lost out on $1 million. We lost out on 3rd place, and we finished 4th. It's bitter. It's disappointing. I know at the end of the day, I'm super proud because Jesse Marsch came into this job very late. He tried to get structure to this team, get an understanding of how he wanted to play, and he scraped out some results and got to play all 6 matches. But it's a tough way to go out. Not being able to take those chances doesn't fall on Jesse. Tanny had a couple good looks today. Osorio had a good look. There was a ton of opportunities where we could have really put this game to bed. But what does maybe go on Jesse a little bit towards the end of the game was just the game management. I don't understand when we were winning 2-1, we had players going forward where instead of going to the corner flag or, just trying to not turn around and give possession to Uruguay, we just failed to do so. It just didn't make any sense why we had so many Canadian players forward. We whipped the ball in the box. It gives the keeper an opportunity to grab it or a defender to clear it out. And all of a sudden, they're going the other way with numbers going forward. And they led to an opportunity where Luis Suarez almost scored. And then a couple of minutes later, it just I don't understand. I can't. I keep watching the goal back and I don't understand the decision making around it. 10 men behind the ball, sit back, defend, and just hope you to get through the game. A little bit of frustration. I don't understand it. We should have won that game, and unfortunately, a learning experience for Jesse Marsch and the team, and we go out and we finish 4th. Moving on now to takeaway number 2, we start to get excited again because Ismael Kone's performance against Argentina and now against Uruguay was exceptional. He looked so good on the ball. Every single time he had a touch, he was looking to drive forward. He was making good decisions. Yes, his passing was a little iffy in the first half, but he was trying things. He was trying to create. He was trying to basically dictate the way that this team wanted to play. And I thought he bossed the midfield today. And what makes it even more impressive is the fact that Eustachio wasn't in the starting 11. I was worried about how this team would look without Eustachio because his only natural replacement would be Piet. I didn't think Piet was going to start. He didn't. We threw Chouanier in there with Kone. We had Osorio. It looked really good, but Kone just stepped his game up. Obviously, having the bicycle was or however you want to call that goal, was a beautiful finish. It got some life into this team, and he was just exceptional. And after that goal, I don't know why, but the first thing that came to my mind is I cannot wait to watch him play for Marseille under De Zerbi this season. I think he's just going to grow and get even better as a player. Unfortunately, it's just the way that football works sometimes, where he was the hero with the penalty against Venezuela, and now all of a sudden we go back to penalties. He misses one along with Davies. It's a tough one to swallow, but Kone's got such a bright future, and he had such a fantastic performance today. Takeaway 3 is going to piggyback off of takeaway 2 a little bit. Yes, Kone was sensational in the midfield, but so was Chouanier, and I really liked having Osorio in there and playing in that 4-2-3-1 system. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I have been calling for a 3-man midfield when John Herdman was there, when Biella was there, and still when Jesse Marsch was there. I understood why Jesse didn't do it, because he was so new on the job. He had to go with the players that he kind of trusted, that he thought would fit his system, Larin and David. I mean, it makes sense, but I thought the passing today was one of the best passing performances I've ever seen from the Canadian national team. The little 1-2s that they were having with each other, the understanding, the movement, it was just so fluid. It was fun to watch. 3rd place matches, a lot of the time, are not enjoyable. This one, at least from the Canadian perspective, was so enjoyable because I thought really for the majority of the game we were going to win it because we were the better team, and the passing and the chances we've created were just, it was just enjoyable. I loved it, and I think having Osorio being able to drop in and combine with Kone, Chouanier, Ahmed was very involved. He had a great game, so did Schaffelberg. I absolutely loved it, and I think going forward we need to go with the 4-2-3-1. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but I think having Eustachio in there with a Kone and a Chouanier could be a really good idea going forward with Jonathan David maybe as your striker. You have Buchanan, Chouanier. It was just exciting. And to do it against a team like Uruguay as well made it even more exciting, especially with the fact that this was supposed to be our B team. We had 6 starters, 5 players coming in, and Uruguay went with their best 11, and we were passing it around with them with ease. Really encouraging. I think it's going to give Jesse Marsch something to think about. For takeaway number 4, I'm going to shout out some players who I thought had a very good match, starting with Derek Cornelius, who came off the bench, which is not easy to do as a center back and get right involved in the game. He had 2 massive blocks, which at the time was helping Canada defend their lead. I thought he was great all tournament, and he's showing maturity that I really like, and I really do like that partnership with Bombito. I thought was great as well. I thought Alistair Johnston and Ali Ahmed found some connection there down the right-hand side. And I do want to give a little shout-out to Luc de Fougerolles, because I know he came into this match with probably a lot of nerves, being so young. This is a big starting. It's a top nation. He picked up an early yellow. He had a couple questionable challenges, but I thought he really grew into the game. I thought he had some great challenges on the yellow, and he saw a couple times Alistair Johnston getting fired up by some great challenges from Luke, and he was throwing him around and getting him excited. So from a very talented player who I think's got a bright future, I think getting this experience is so important, and I think being able to play off a rough start and earn your way back into the match goes a long way, and I can't wait to see what this kid's future will bring. The final takeaway today is that there is more to come. This Canadian men's national team will just keep getting better and better. It's a very young team. Players are going into their prime. More players are moving over to Europe. And Jesse Marsch gets to just sit back, relax, and reflect on what was a crazy month playing all 6 matches at Copa America. He gets to learn from this. He gets to grow about how he wants to play. He gets to learn about more players. He gets to scout more players. This was a very encouraging performance, and I think that this team is just going to keep getting better and better and better leading into the 2026 World Cup. On top of that, just from the fan and the content creation side of things, I really enjoyed covering this tournament. You guys were absolutely sensational on live streams, on videos. The coverage was so much fun to do because there was so much interest, and that's the point. Going to big tournaments like this, and not only just kind of being there, but doing well, will get interest, and it has. And I've seen it from my channel, on different channels, on One Soccer. It's been absolutely phenomenal, and I'm very grateful for you guys, and I'm excited for more. There's more to come. There's going to be a couple of great friendlies coming up where we get to take on our other co-hosts in Mexico and the U.S. men's national team. Hopefully, this team can finally win a trophy with Nations League, Gold Cup as well. It's going to be a really exciting time leading into that World Cup, and I'm going to be doing my best to cover it here on the channel. So let me know down in the comment section, guys, what you thought of this match. Give me some takeaways from this game and even the tournament in general. And if you enjoyed this episode, as always, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and we'll see you soon. Cheers, friends. Exciting news for the channel. I'm thrilled to announce that JJD TV is partnering up with BetStamp and Sign-Up Expert. This opens up an incredible opportunity for you to join up with some of my favorite sports books to get the best odds and user offers throughout Copa America. Head over to my dedicated page at signupexpert.com/JJDTV to explore a selection of sportsbooks tailored to your region, each with unique offerings. If you're ready to take your sports betting to the next level throughout this tournament and want to show some love for the channel, I highly recommend you signing up for your next sportsbook through my Sign Up Expert link. You can easily find it in the description of this video.